Honestly, yeah. I always
right?
kind of hoodie. I mean, in the facility at least, it'd be cold in here, so I always be hoodied up.
So what's the transition been like for you, Khoury?
It's been great. I mean, it's been a real smooth transition. I love it here. It's like my home now, so I had a great time here these last couple months, and definitely used to it now.
What has been your focus these past several weeks of camp? How has it gone for you? How has it measured up to your expectations coming in?
I say the biggest focus for me is just taking it one day at a time this camp. Not taking a day for granted and maximizing every rep, going all out every rep. So that's been my biggest focus. In camp, I think it's been really smooth so far. I think I had, just as a whole, as a unit, I think we've had a really solid camp and have improved a lot from spring, and you can see just in the work we put in the off season, but we still got ways to go. The ceiling is high, but we're trying to stay on that steady incline. So yeah.
Chris talked a little bit about you guys are exercising the depth of the secondary, it feels like, and so that means different guys being grouped with different guys almost every single time you're out there. How do you feel like that's sort of gone so far, and do you feel like you've been able to communicate pretty smoothly with everyone out there, regardless of who it is?
Yeah, I think it's great because when it comes to season, guys go down, and you got to be able to have depth and have everybody comfortable with each other, playing with everybody. So, I think it's Coach Fletch does a great job of mixing us all up so we all can communicate and play in different spots. So, when we out there on the field, it's just we just have that trust in one another and can just play fast and do our job.
Khoury, I don't really recall any long balls going over the heads of the secondary so far through preseason. Is that just a testament to how well you and Chris have integrated so well into that back half?
I think it's testament to all of us as a safety group. I think that's what we preach, as safeties all across the board. We're the last line of defense. And Coach Donnie, Coach Fletch, they preach, we got to be close the middle of the post when we're in single high coverages, So I think it's just a testament of everybody just doing their job. When you're the post safety, you can't give up that deep throw. So yeah, we kind of hold that as a standard when we in a post. We got to have good angles coming out the post and being able to help our corners out or the slot players out or backers who are covering too. So we can't let nothing get past us.
What about coming downhill too? Because we've seen you blow up a few plays just with your physicality. Is that something that you wear on your shoulder and you take pride in?
Yeah, I think as a safety you have to. You got to let people know, like, if they're coming across the middle, they're gonna pay. And I think we have that all in our group. It starts just with everybody. That's just the standard in the room. You got to be physical to play DB. And strike that fear in your opponent. So that way when they come across the middle, they got to think twice.
Today, when you were getting ready for practice, you were behind the speaker by yourself, tying your shoes and stuff. Do you do that on purpose and be by yourself for a certain reason?
No, not really, no specific reason. I just always be behind the speaker because my phone be overheating in my backpack. So I had to learn that. Like the first day of camp, I had left my backpack out in the sun, and then it was overheating. So it's a little trick now. I see the little speaker, got a little cover and some shades. I'll throw my phone in the backpack right there. Yeah.
The things you learned in the desert.
Yeah, no, for real. Got to adapt for sure.
Khoury, Chris was talking about he plays with a chip on his shoulder as an FCS guy, wanting to prove he can play at this level. How about you coming from a Group of 5 school? Now you're at a Power 5 school. I would imagine you're probably motivated to prove yourself too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Coming from smaller schools, Group of 5, FCS, I feel we all overlooked. I feel like you really have you got to have that chip on your shoulder because if you're not power, it's always just Power 5 or nothing pretty much, So having that chip on your shoulder, especially coming out of high school, I was under-recruited, and I felt that I should have been at a P5.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, that's how the cards, that's how they laid. But I'm here now, so, I mean, every day I'm just trying to take advantage of my opportunity here and just rise to the occasion and just be, do my job and just be great. That's the ultimate goal. So, yeah.
What attracted you to ASU?
Really was obviously, great coaches here. A lot of experience on staff, like NFL experience, and ultimately I felt they can just put me in the best position to not only improve my game, but just help me as a man and help me learn and grow as a man. And then just the team. when I was on my visit here, you know, the team is real close, and you could sense that just when I was on my visit here. And when I got here, that's what I expected, like, and that's what it was. So I made a great decision. I'm happy, like, I love it here.
Where do you think it?
Everybody's talked about how close this team is, despite having 43 new players on this team. Are you kind of surprised with how tight you guys are as a unit?
Honestly, no. I feel like because we have a lot of experience. I think that's what was big with transferring here and grabbing a lot of the guys in the portal. You know, a lot of the dudes have played, so you know we're all coming from different places, but at the end of the day, we know what the expectation is, and you know we know what's on the line for this season. So I mean, just going through that off season, we was all grinding and just getting closer together and working hard together. So I mean, we all know what the standard is, and I think that ultimately just makes us closer and brought us closer together.
Where do you think you evolved the most, coming from a high school player to then a transfer player coming here to Tempe?
As far as
Just game mindset, how you handle the day-to-day.
I think the biggest thing from high school to college was the speed of the game. Learning, you know, the little things, technique, watching film, and you know, studying tape, and just how players maneuver, how offenses call plays. I think that was definitely a big adjustment from being a high school player to a college player now. So yeah.
How'd you like living in Hawaii?
Loved it. It was great. Had a great 4 years out there. Met really great people. The island is great. Like I always tell people, like, you just gotta experience it for yourself. So yeah, I have nothing but love from there. I got my degree there, and met people that will be family to me for the rest of my life. So yeah, I loved it out there.
You excited for some shorter flights this year?
Yes. The one thing that was tough at Hawaii, we actually we flew commercial to our away game. So yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to shorter flights and gonna be chartered flights too. So that's gonna be a nice little blessing that I'm gonna definitely enjoy.
How many days would you leave ahead of game day?
It really just mattered. So when we play Cali schools, we'd fly out Thursday morning. But if we anywhere past Cali, we would leave Wednesday night. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely put a little age on the body, but it's good though. Feeling good. So yeah.